Coming to you every Tuesday.
Sparks of Life.
On Radio Ibom 90.5.
Sparks of Life.
With your host, Nwedobong, Ubeng.
Sparks of Life.
Hey. Hey.
Sparks of Life.
9 a.m. every Tuesday.
Sparks of Life.
On Radio Ibom FM.
Sparks of Life.
Hey. Listen up to
Sparks of Life.
Hey.
I'm so happy to know that you're just there waiting for this wonderful program. It's going to be very, very interesting today. I have somebody that will give you what you may not know. Of course, you know it is how to chart your way forward. Things are hard, we know, but you can make it soft. How do you do that? By listening to programs like this and applying it to your life, to your daily life. I'm talking about Sparks of Life, and I'm so happy to welcome you to today's edition of it. I'll be the one to anchor the program, but I have somebody in the house to stay with me and converse, give you the facts of life. My name is Nwedobong Ubeng. Good morning. Here in the house is a man. He has been here before. I'm talking about no other person than this experienced, exposed human being. He has been a top public officer in Akwa Ibom State before, sometime accountant general of Akwa Ibom State. And today he's doing so many beautiful things I don't want to mention here. I'll mention it some other time. I just want you to know him as Mr. Umanaette Udoh. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Sparks of Life.
I am so happy to have you once again. The other time I had you, I was so happy because of what you gave to us. And today I want you to use your wealth of experience to let us grab something, learn something from the topic. The topic is the necessity for skill development. The necessity for skill development. Sir, I know this is what you can handle. And our youths are waiting. Youths at heart, like me, we are waiting to hear from you. Sir, what is skill, if I may ask?
Skill. Let me greet the good people of Akwa Ibom State and beyond. Great Nigerians. I want to say good day. Skills is that ability for you to be proficient in a certain particular area. And if you do your skill, it enhances your ability to compete and to win.
Okay. If you develop your skill, what did you say, sir? I didn't get you right.
If you develop your skill,
okay,
it gives you opportunity to win over others.
okay.
It enhances your proficiency in a particular area.
Sir, what you're saying, I don't know, because sometimes I think skill is talent. Because some people say, so can we say that talent is the same thing as skill?
Talent is raw skill, raw, in
Raw
the
skill.
natural form that God gave to you.
Okay.
That's really the key difference. So, if you don't develop your talent, you cannot win. Let me give you an example. You're a footballer. You see footballers.
Okay.
They say that one can score, but that footballer is constantly on the field, training himself, developing that talent so that it becomes a skill. By the time the ball comes, he marks it and it's going into a different direction. It might seem to be cooking like Pele used to do, going straight, and Maradona would do, and the ball will cough in a certain direction and enters the goal. That's a perfected skill.
That's a wonderful word. Perfected skill.
Yes, and that's what makes the difference.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I know that when I was young, I used to sing. I sang in the church one day, and my father said, Nwedobong, you're gifted in singing. And then I couldn't sing like people I used to see on television and used to hear on radio. I knew that it was because I didn't develop my skill. I'll come back to this.
Yes.
And can you tell us, do we have different types or different kinds of skill, or is it just skill?
Yes, we have different types of skills. There are really two main types of skills. One set of skills is what we call soft skills. Soft skills are those skills that naturally you use them to do things, like communication skills, critical thinking, and problem solving. Those are skills that people could either be come as a talent that they are able to have a critical ability, but then you still need to perfect it through learning. So those ability to write and work with a team is a skill that most of us underplay. Leadership, oral and written communication, those are soft skills. Soft in that it applies to basically everything that we do.
Okay.
The other type of skill is the hard skill. As the word implies, you need to learn that particular area, develop it, and become an expert. Know it very well, so that when you go to a field, you're able to win.
We were talking about the different kinds of skill, and you had talked elaborately on soft skill. You were about telling us what hard skill or hard skills are. So continue from there.
Yes, I had mentioned that soft skills, give some example. I want to mention the
hard skills.
The hard skills, yeah. They are key, 10 very important skills. You can extend to 12. But let me mention them quickly, all the way down, so that people can have a clue and get ready to get themselves and their families, their children, into what has already arrived some years now, that we are still so behind. Number 1 is technical skills. Number 2, computer skills. Number 3, Microsoft Office skills. Number 4, analytical skills. Number 5, marketing skills.
Very important.
Number 6, presentation skills. Number 7, management skills. Number 8, project management skills. Number 9, writing skills. I repeat, writing skills. We think we know how to write, but these are skills that people develop. Language skills is very important, and most recently there is something called design skills. You see things flowing on the internet, and everybody calls themselves expert in the Photoshop design. It is big business. Very soon, almost all adverts will run on using these people that do design skills, and the market is big. So these are the in skills, and that we need to encourage our people to develop now, not should have been done by now. And there are courses, there are training programs that people can develop. There are things on the internet people can learn. But in this area, we notice that it's not easy to learn it online.
Okay.
You can try and go try the exams. You can fail and go again. But there are things being put up. I'm sure we are so interested, because what we are saying is that it's a very big area, very wide. If you don't know marketing, you don't have marketing skills, you can't sell. And that's a big problem that we have. Yeah, the e-commerce that has come, I mean, you have 31 local government areas, and there could be people put it together, and what is obtainable in oral can move to Ikore, can move to Aba, using the e-commerce concept.
Okay.
These are key skills that must be learned and
It works
understood.
like networking. Could that be networking?
It's actually different from networking. It's ability for you to get goods, manufacturers and buyers.
Okay.
And the manufacturers will manufacture. They don't have to worry about all the wahala of selling.
Okay.
Then the e-commerce experts who have developed the skills will now crawl the internet and others see it and they buy. And it's delivered. So a big area of business has already developed. I'm sure you know of the Congas and the Jumais.
Okay, yes.
Just the more people know these skills, the more chances they can make money. Because I know if you've heard of something called affiliate marketing, whereby you become an affiliate of Jumai or Kongan, and all you are doing is connecting the manufacturer to the buyer, and in the process, commission drops into your account. Beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It's like we will continue this this topic. Very, very interesting. If you are just tuning in, this is Sparks of Life on Radio Akwa 90.5 FM Uyo, and I have in the house here Mr. Umanaette Udoh, somebody that is well versed when it comes to skills, when it comes to entrepreneurship knowledge. He knows it, and he's giving it to us. He has said that we need to develop our skills. If you have one, and if you don't have, you need to acquire one. And he has talked about the hard skills, mentioning them one after the other, and he kept stressing that there is need for us to grasp this opportunity and then better our lives. Remember, this program is all about how you can chart your way forward. Not sitting down and then blaming people, pointing accusing fingers on people. You can make it. This is what we're talking about. So thank you so much. There's something you said in the course of our conversation. You were talking about developing the raw talent that you have, and you made mention of certain ways of which one can develop the talent or develop the skill. I would love you to highlight again the different ways that we could learn or we could develop our skills based on what is going on in the world. Welcome back. Here we're still on the necessity for skill development, and the man in the house is Mr. Umanaette Udoh, who has been in the business of skill acquisition, skill development, and on and on and on. Everything about skill, he is inside of it. And so he has all it takes to tell you and I to use skill, develop our skill, develop your skill, and chart your way forward. Don't sit down there and say government has not done this for me. Government should do this. This person should do this. Pointing, accusing fingers on people. When you have that skill, when you have that raw talent, or that raw skill, which is talent, and then you could use it to better yourself. So let's hear more on how to develop our skill.
Thank you very much, presenter. I want to start by saying that the most effective way to build your skill, develop your skill, is what we call mentoring.
Okay.
If you know somebody that knows this thing better than you know, please don't be ashamed. Go to that person and say, look, I love what you're doing. Can I learn from, be ready to take an apprenticeship, and don't even look for money. Money will come after you know, because that's the purpose of knowledge. So you should deliberately find out what is that talent that God has given me. And it's there. What do you like to use your hands to do? What do you like to use your eyes to admire. You see the way that people clothes look on them. When you say it, it's okay. Can you learn how to design? When you have learned how to design, you now have the designing skill. Okay, it's not just the Photoshop, but you now, I'm sure you've heard of Photoshop and all of that. But that ability to design an outfit, which is now done by computer, or the raw talent that God has given you. So find a way, develop it. You won't lose. You will never lose. There are people that can design clothes and just move it to other people to sew.
Okay.
So this level of people, we don't have them. So what we have is copycat. Woman wears this today. Everybody wants to wear that tomorrow. And it fits. And the thing is that I got so interested in women dressing that when you look at it, it changes so often. So in the year, you can make at least four different changes.
And if you look at it, it is what has been there.
That's right.
But
For
people
many
that are
years,
creative will just add one thing,
Yes.
add two, and make it look different. Thank you so much, sir. That is, you have been able to talk extensively on mentoring.
Yes. Teaching. Okay.
Another way, do you have other ways to give to us?
Take classes.
Okay.
Take classes, read, be able to read. Just love to open the book and read. If you have information about it, there are certain skills that you like to own, to have. How to be a carpenter. If you Google how to be a carpenter, it will just appear. And you, from there, your tools will even appear on the internet. From there, you begin to learn. The problem is you might not have the tools, but those tools might be available somewhere. Might be Port Harcourt, Lagos. You love it so much, just get there and go learn it. So, look, there is skill. People have perfected how to plant certain things. It's called agri-related skills. This thing we call crops. If you put it in the soil, and you've not developed the interest which leads you to your skill, that you can do it again and again and again and again, those crops will just die.
I remember when I was a child, there was a way I used to plant. There was a way I planted a pumpkin, Ubeng, and the thing, all others sprouted. The ones that my mother and my sisters did sprouted, and my own did not come out. So I was wondering. So my mother had to dig into the soil and bring my own out, and brought it out
and plant on top.
Yes, and saw that I turned the other where we have the spot that will come out, that will sprout.
You turn it down.
And so the thing couldn't germinate and come out. So you see, so that kind of skill needs to
be learned. You need to learn it. You need to pay attention to who is doing it.
And ask questions.
So, and you grow. I mean, look, nobody ever knows what God has perfected unless you try. If you see a carpenter, he's been doing that job with the old machine for so many, he's eating from it. Don't take him to be, he's not. He might not be making the fantabulous money you would like to make. And I want to warn about skills. People have turned skills into a death trap for themselves, and they are now called Yahoo boys. We're not encouraging people
of that kind of
to
skill.
use computers to defraud people. So please know the thing, and naturally we are not those kind of people, but you can be easily pushed into it by just thinking. So that's not the kind of mentoring that I'm talking about. So somebody that will let you know the right things to do to improve your life and the life of your family and other people.
Thank you so much, sir. Sometimes some people may have the urge, they may have the love to find a mentor. And of course, you know, in the world today, nothing goes for nothing. You might need to pay a token to your mentor, and then you have the lessons. Some people may not have the ability to do that. So what do you think? Is there any way one can acquire or develop skill without being able to have the money, or without having his or her own money? Is there any way
Yes,
one
yes.
can do it?
You see, they say when there is a will, there is a way. There is something called empowerment.
Okay.
And empowerment is done by those people that are, well, a little bit more higher than what we do. But the situation is such that most youth of today, please don't go to stand to look for 2,000 naira. Don't. Go to your House of Rep member, your senator, your campaigning like it's going to go on so much this year, and say, sir, I just want to learn a skill.
And they will give it to you.
And these things don't cost, most of them don't cost you more than 50,000, except you are going on the high level, higher.
Okay, you mean learning the skill?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But that's all I want. Please, don't give me car. Because to get a motorcycle, a car, these are called depreciating assets. If you can't fund petrol and repair of a car, please don't get it. Let that person send you through a skill learning experience.
Empower. The
Empower
person should
you,
empower
yes.
you.
After that, attach yourself to that person, even 3-6 months. Just find a way to pay your transport and go and learn it very well. I can assure you, you can never lack. It's just from what is happening. These computer-related skills, which is they call it. There's one called AI now, artificial intelligence, which is going to take over so many jobs from people. And if we're not careful, we're not following, we're not moving forward, many people will fall by the way. So many jobs will be moved to robots.
AI.
Robots. AI. Artificial intelligence.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I'm learning that one. From what you're saying, sir, you are now saying that for us, for youths and youths at heart, instead of glamoring to have artificial things like a car or whatever that will depreciate, because they are known as the depreciating assets. We should go for
knowledge,
skills acquisition,
knowledge development.
Knowledge development. So instead of asking for the other one, we should go for the one that will last long.
It will give you your food, your wealth. I mean, what you get out of it is pay. So please don't ask for the immediate. You probably are not created for the immediate. Okay. And the immediate will blind your eyes. I've seen people that got motorcycle, and the motorcycle couldn't repair it, started fighting with people, and it's bound to keep on going to the same senator or public official. You go and ask for money for fuel, and no.
So what you're saying goes on to confirm what is it a high priest, or I have forgotten his name. He said, teach a man how to fish.
Yes.
It's better to teach a man
instead of giving him fish.
Instead of giving him fish. So that's exactly what you're trying to tell us.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes. Thank you. I've learned so much. And I want to believe that you over there that were listening to us has been able to get one or two things to use to better your life. So I will invite you again on this program, because we need to know more and more on how to chart our ways forward. And you have been able to give us as many as possible, and we need more and more from you. Thank you so much.
I thank our listeners, the good people of Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria, that you've taken time out to listen to this. Please practicalize it so that what we've done will be of value to us and to you.
Thank you. I'll continue to say thank you, and thank you. And you, thank you so much for being a part of this program. I want to thank our sponsor, Top Faith University, for this job well done. We'll be back on Tuesday next week, 9 o'clock. So continue to be our guest. For now, it's goodbye from me. My name is Nwedobong Ubeng.
Coming to you every Tuesday
Sparks of life,
on Radio Akwa Ibom 90.5
sparks of life,
with your host Nwedobong Ubeng.
sparks of life,
Hey, hey,
sparks of life,
9 a.m. every Tuesday
sparks of life,
on Radio Akwa Ibom FM.
sparks of life,
Hey, listen up to
sparks of life.